Guys, it's Arsenal. Everywhere, Arsenal, social media, Arsenal. Arsenal has really gone ahead to end this first break of the Premier League as we head into the international break by being on top of the Premier League table with 18 points out of the possible 21s. Lost one game, won 6, and obviously they're on top of the table. And for me, I'm not surprised because I saw this coming when Arsenal brought in Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko, Fabio Vieira, Marquinhos, and very many other players. I really thought that Arsenal really made a very good transfer window. And if at all it was not the scare coming in from the UEFA concerning them breaching the financial fair play rule, I believe they would have gone in able to sign in more 2 players because they had £200 million from Kroenke, and obviously they couldn't spend the balance they had. Remember, Arsenal spent £121 million into the summer, and obviously in January, let's wait and see whether they're really going to go ahead and bring in new players like Tielemans, Marco Asensio, Danilo or Douglas Luiz. But he believes that Arsenal are really chasing in for more players in January, but they want to go in for cheaper players. And tomorrow there is a story you guys shouldn't miss. I'm going to do a story concerning Mikel Arteta's match reaction. One of the points really heated on, if at all you watched Mikel Arteta reacting to Brentford 0, Arsenal 3, he hinted about Arsenal being in the title race. Guys, that's not something that you should take for granted. Guys, there is something Arsenal is building. If at all they increase the capacity in some places where they really lack depth, guys, by May, we'll be here talking of Arsenal into the title race. People think that Arsenal can't really make that stretch to May. But remember, in the UEFA Europa League, they've beat FC Zurich away. They're going to play, is it Bordeaux? When they return, that's the return leg. It's going to be a double tie. Arsenal will win those 2 games. They beat PSV and they beat a side which goes by the names of FC Zurich at Emirates. It's going to be an easy group for them. It's going to be an easy group for them. If they go ahead and really beat PSV at their ground, that's what they want only. To get close to 15 points, top the group. And remember, in the UEFA Europa League, when you top the group, you don't go ahead to play into the round of 32. You just wait for those teams that are really going to come from the Champions League elimination, and then they play these teams that have really come second. And after that, you see Arsenal playing the last 16, meaning that they have every weapon to go on and really take on the trophy. I don't support Arsenal, but me as a United fan, why I'm excited about this is that I think the era of Liverpool and Man City, Chelsea, has come to an end. Obviously, Man City and Liverpool, because they've been toe-to-toe. Man City winning close to 5 trophies out of the possible 6, with Liverpool winning 1. I believe the coming back of Arsenal, though Arsenal is really steps ahead of United, and the coming in of Erik ten Hag at Manchester United, things are really changing, and I know lots of things are really going to go on. Guys, that and more is going to be into my video I'm going to do tomorrow about Arsenal and the title hopes, as the Mikel Arteta manager came out and hinted about it. So guys, Rokan David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. I think we are left with just 6 subscribers to hit 7,000 subscribers. And guys, do the needful. Lower right bottom corner, red button that has already subscribed, hit it. After smashing it, hit the notification bell to enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel, which goes by the names of Rokani Media Football. Guys, today we are here to do the player ratings. Last video of the day, I've just done the video of Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid. That has been the Madrid derby, won by Real Madrid, and obviously a man who goes by the names of Federico Valverde and Rodrigo on the score sheet. You can as well go and really watch that video, but let's focus on to this game that really ended 3-0 in favor of Arsenal. Let's go to the player ratings. I'm going to talk about every player that really played in here for you, but the young one that came in through the Nigerian guy, Marquinhos, I'm not going to include them in the player ratings because they played like 2 minutes, so I can't rate them. But I'm going to rate even Edinketi. I'm not going to rate him. I think I'm going to rate the 11 players that really featured on the field of play. That's it. The rest, I'm not going to tamper with them because I don't even know how I'm going to rate them. But let me go with the 11 players that blessed the field of Arsenal and really played very well. First and foremost, I start with the goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale. included into the England national team that's going to play against Italy and Germany in the Nations League. To me, I'm going to give him a 6. To me, I believe he had nothing to do in goal. That's it. Even the saves that he made, I believe they are the saves that don't even require him to really go out and really do a textbook save. If at all you watch that game, I think Ramsdale would even sit in his goal and really put a mattress and call for even tea, because they really approached him. Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Ben White, and Kieran Tierney with the shield marshal or the midfield marshal, Thomas Partey, they really made it hard for this guy to go in and really do the needful, and really the likes of Ivan Toney to really approach the goalkeeper. And that's why it was really a very easy day for Ramsdale, and that's why I'm giving him a rating of 6 out of 10. So guys, go into the comment section, tell me what you think Ramsdale was worth today. Keeping a clean sheet, not tried a lot, had nothing to do in the game, obviously. 6 out of 10. I think today, no player of Arsenal is going to get below 6. That's it. 6 and above, because they deserve it. When you come out and really put up a very deservingly winning performance, like today, why not really give these players the percentages they deserve, according to me? So, player ratings, Ramsdale, 6 out of 10. I don't know how much you were really giving this guy who goes by the names of Aaron Ramsdale. Then we go to Ben White. I think a 7 out of 10 for me, because he really had a very hard time with the likes of Da Silva, Ivan Toney, Mbeumo. I think they really reached an extent when they got to know with their coach Thomas Frank that maybe the weakest avenue is going to be Ben White. But Ben White looked solid. He looked solid and played very well and blocked any move that Brentford was really trying to go ahead and orchestrate from his area, and Ben White really looked great. And secondly, the way he's confident with the ball, the way he passes the ball, the reference he gives to the midfield and the back four of Arsenal is really immense, and that's why you can't come out and take his efforts for granted. You can't really take his efforts and recognize in this game of football where they played a side which goes by the names of Brentford, and I will believe that it's really a very great job for a man who goes by the names of Mikel Arteta of really choosing Ben White ahead of Tomiyasu. So Ben White, 7 out of 10. I don't know the rating that you're giving Ben White. For me, I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. I go to a man who goes by the names of Kieran Tierney, left back coming in from Zinchenko. Yeah, I think a 6. I'm giving him 6 out of 10. At least, I've not yet seen glimpses of what Kieran Tierney was all about. Remember last season, Kieran Tierney, however much he doesn't operate well into the half spaces or in the central axis area, and he operates a lot in the wide areas. But even when he was playing in the wide areas, remember, he used to go on and really bring in perfect crosses. Today, apart from that second assist he really gave in for Xhaka, that saw him chip that ball to find Gabriel Jesus, who used his neck power to direct that ball to the back of the net in the 37th minute, 38th minute. I think defensively was good, but going forward was really lacking. And in this game of football, if you're fullback, you have to balance the two, going forward and defensively. You get, so me, I'm giving him a 6 out of 10. I don't know what you guys are really giving him, but he was really solid at the back. He was very solid, and he let the likes of Mbeumo not even go ahead and really go past him. The likes of Aaron Hickey, that overlapping fullback of a team which goes by the names of Brentford, he had no space. He had no space. And that was all about on a man who goes by the names of Kieran Tierney. But going forward, I think he needs to up his game. I think he needs to up his game, and that's why Zinchenko is always the favorite to play ahead of him when Arsenal is playing in the Premier League, because Zinchenko really gives Arsenal a lot while going forward. When Zinchenko is playing, crosses the center, obviously turns into a midfielder, and when Xhaka guards the wide area where Zinchenko would have been playing. So it shows you that he still has a long journey to go in and really start in competitive games of Arsenal. So let's wait and see whether in the London Derby is going to be in when they are playing Spurs on the 2nd of October. So to me, I'm giving Kieran Tierney I'm giving him I'm giving him a 6 out of 10. How much are you giving Kian Tierney? Into the comment section below and tell me what you are giving Kian Tierney. Then we go to Gabriel Magalhaes, a 7. I'm giving him a 7 out of 10 because we did very well. At a point, he felt like he had an injury around the 20th minute, like he was injured, but obviously he really overturned it. Treatment given to him, and he really got back to the field of play and really played very well. And I saw on TV when I was watching that game, after he really got an injury, they really took us back when he was really warming up. It looked like he had really picked up an injury, but it looks like that's an injury you wouldn't like Arsenal to have. Because to me, I think Ben White can come in and do what Saliba does, but do you have a player that can do what Gabriel Magalhaes does, the dirty work? I believe Saliba does both, the clean and dirty work, but obviously Magalhaes gets himself involved a lot into the dirty work than any of the players in that central defense of Arsenal. Look at Ivan Toney. When he marked him out with Saliba, he really shifted to the wide left area where Ben White was. And Ben White also closed him down there with the assistance of Thomas Partey. Oh my God. Arsenal was really here to really go ahead and really put these players to the sword, and obviously they did. So I'm giving Gabriel Magalhaes a 7 out of 10, and I think these 2 weeks they're going to spend without playing football because he was not invited onto the Brazilian national team. I think he's going to use that time to go in and really get back his fitness. Looks like he has a knock on around his knee, and let's wait and see what's going to happen after the international break. But a 7 out of 10 for me to Gabriel Magalhaes. I don't know what you guys really giving him, but I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. So your rating out of 10 into the comment section below. William Saliba, next player I'm talking about, obviously. Talking of a 21-year-old defender, having 2 goals in 7 matches, keeping 3, how many clean sheets now? 3 clean sheets out of the 7, and him being a very instrumental and fundamental figure in all of these achievements Arsenal are really achieving. Trust me, if you watch that game, he is really a composed defender. The way he really makes defending easy. When there is a striker like Ivan Toney on him, he doesn't find it hard to go on and really get that ball. Take another touch that really sends Ivan Toney the wrong way and obviously passes that ball out. He's a press-resistant player, and the only big question that Arsenal fans are really having that is looming into their ears is when is he renewing his contract? Because when you look at William Saliba, I think he now has 2 years left on his contract. So Arsenal needs to go out and really give him a huge contract that he's going to accept, because the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, and very many other big clubs in the world are really looking at William Saliba. Remember in the summer, news came out from Fabrizio that Barcelona had Saliba on their list. So very good big teams are really scouting him out. He's really making a very good turnaround in the Premier League. First season in the Premier League. He is really doing great. And before I really give him my rating of the day, allow me show you his game by numbers as far as the team which goes by the names of Brentford was concerned. 100% dribble completed, 92 pass accuracy, 58 touches, 3 shots on target. Can you imagine? 1 goal. That is a man who goes by the names of... No. Sorry. That was Gabriel Jesus. This is William Saliba. William Saliba, he had 100% tackles won, 100% dribbles completed, 89% pass accuracy, 70 touches. A defender to have 70 touches, it just shows you how good he is on the ball. That is William Saliba. 4 out of 5 ground duels won, 1 shot on target, and 1 goal. That is William Saliba, and all this is coming in from Statman Dave. You know him very well. He is really a man proven with the stats. To me, William Saliba, 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10. That's it. I'm giving him a 9 out of 10 because 1, he kept a clean sheet. Secondly, he scored the most important goal of the game. This saying looks like it's old, but it's going to keep into this game of football, roving game in, game out. Whenever you're analyzing the game, you'll hear everyone pointing out on how important the first goal is. And guess who gets Arsenal the first goal? Is William Saliba. And guess who helps Arsenal keep a clean sheet? It's William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. Reason being, the goalkeeper was not tested at all. So I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. I don't know what rating you're giving William Saliba, but I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. Then let's go to Thomas Partey. Guys, I've not heard very many people really talk about him in this game. They've hailed Granit Xhaka, Saliba, Gabriel Jesus, Fabio Vieira, but trust me, apart from a player who goes by the name of William Saliba, to me, I believe no player came next to Saliba like Granit Xhaka. Sorry, Thomas Partey. Guys, his works have gone unrecognized. When he's away, Arsenal fans mourn. When he returns, they forget about all what he does and praise other players. But guys, I'm not going to be like that. I'm going to go out and really give Thomas Partey the praise he deserves. Guys, Thomas Partey single-handedly bossed that midfield of Brentford. The likes of Janssen. They couldn't operate. No one in that midfield area of Brentford could operate. Remember, they played with 3 midfielders. Because they played with a 3-5-2. They played with 3 midfielders. But Thomas Partey put a rock in that midfield area, and in that single pivot role that he has gone ahead to revolutionize in the world, he really stood out. He really stood out. Won all the ground duels, won all the aerial duels. His passing was great. He was confident, press resistant, and obviously he is that one man that really deserves a praise into this Arsenal team of football that really played well today, and his return was welcomingly all eagerly waited for by the Arsenal fans. Did disappoint. He really played very well. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. To me, I'm giving Thomas Partey an 8 out of 10. I don't know what you guys give him on the scale of 10, but I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. Go into the comment section. Tell me what rating you're giving Thomas Partey on the scale of 10. I'm giving him an 8. You get? Then we go to Bukayo Saka. Saka, I'm going to give him a 7. I think the only game that Bukayo Saka has gone ahead to play for me, 2 games that I've really seen Bukayo Saka really present. Have much really put up an assist today, and he really brought in a corner. I think he has 2 assists today, but I think he's not yet back with the Bukayo Saka we know. Guys, let's agree. I've watched Bukayo Saka play, but I think the only game he came near to the levels of Bukayo Saka is that game of Manchester United, because I saw him as a threat to my team. He really sat down Malacia close to 3-4 times. You get? That's the Bukayo Saka I know. That's the threat I want to see Bukayo Saka put up on the field of play. I want to see Bukayo Saka go past players. You get? I think the only player gone past this season is Malacia. You get? So, I believe Bukayo Saka is not yet where he's supposed to be. 2 assists for Saliba's first goal and Fabio Vieira's 3rd goal for Arsenal. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, because he has more to add to his game, and he has it. He has it. That's why I think even Mikel Arteta wants to go in and really sign in another player to compete with him, like the Pedro Netos or Leroy Sen, or he wanted Rafinha, because he thought that bringing in Rafinha or Pedro Neto will really accelerate the game of Bukayo Saka to the next level. But it looks like, is he tired? Does he need a rest? The answer goes to you, but I don't really believe he's yet where Arsenal wants him to be, because this season, 1 goal and I think has like 3-4 assists. I believe he still has more to add to his game, isn't it? So let's wait and see. As far as Bukayo Saka is concerned, I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. What's your rating for Bukayo Saka on the scale of 10? According to me, I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. So your rating for Bukayo Saka is welcome into the comment section below. Then let's go to Gabriel Martinelli, a 6. I think he got the best chance of the game in the opening minute. He didn't really convert it, and he really had some cameos, but not as such. Today, I saw his physicality a lot. He was so physical. He put in the physical fight on players like Da Silva, putting them down, and players like is it Mbeumo and very many others. But obviously, he was not up to the standards. You get? I think the coming in of a player who goes at TNT and really kills his game, because he has proven to be a player who acts better while playing onto the wide area, but cutting inside a lot, trying to shift even deep in the midfield area. I think it really deepened into his game. It really hit hard into his game today, and that's why I'm giving him a 6 out of 10. Yet for the previous games, it was hard to come here and give Martinelli a 6 out of 10 because Martinelli has been giving a 7 to 9 out of 10 performances ever since the season started. In the game of Crystal Palace, he was really a man, great. Game of Leicester City really made his name sound. Game of Bournemouth played very well. Game of Aston Villa, Fulham, he played very well. Game of Manchester United played very well amidst that goal cancelled and Diego Dalot closing him down, but obviously brought in lots of corners for a side which goes by names of Arsenal. And this game, even the game of FC Zurich, he was not all that exploding as opposed to explode. And even this game, I don't know why, I don't know what's wrong with Martinelli, but I know he's going to get back. These 2 weeks, he's going to use them very well, and he's going to get back to where I would really expect him to be. But today, I think his performance was a 6 out of 10. I don't know what you guys think about it, but for me, I'm giving Martinelli a 6 out of 10. So tell me what you think about that Martinelli performance, because for me, I've gone with a 6 out of 10. Granit Xhaka, almost forgetting this man because I had really even gone to the wide forwards of Arsenal. Xhaka put in a very good performance for me, an assist. And he really controlled the midfield very well. It shows you the importance of Thomas Partey at that Arsenal side. And I think that's why they will need to go ahead and bring in another CDM, because when Thomas Partey is away, things aren't happening. Magic is not happening in that midfield area. So Xhaka put in a very good performance here. I've seen people hailing him, but I believe these are the performances Granit Xhaka has been putting up. I think one thing I'm going to hail about Granit Xhaka is the consistency. He has been consistent. He has been consistent. You get? He has been so consistent. And these are things that Xhaka does game in, game out, provided his mindset is the right order. And one thing I want to credit Mikel Arteta at is to get Xhaka into the right mindset, and that's where he is. He's loving the way he's playing. He's enjoying at Arsenal. Last season he crashed with the fans, but this season he has turned out into a more improved player. Discipline has improved. That's why he's the assistant captain of a team which goes by names of Arsenal. That is Granit Xhaka, and he has really led the team well today, and they've really managed to go ahead and get that win. And before I really give the rating of Granit Xhaka, allow me show you his game by numbers, especially in the first half where he was really magnificent. 82% passing accuracy, 35 touches, 2 out of 3 long balls completed, 2 key passes, 1 big chance created, and 1 assist. Another important assist for him, and I'm giving him 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. That's what I'm giving a man who goes by the names of Xhaka. So what's your rating you are giving Xhaka on the scale of 10? Because I believe you all guys have your own ratings. So I can't wait to see you guys into the comment section. I want to read your comments, and I see how you really differ or you relate with my ratings. So I want to see you in the comment section, guys. Let's flow down there for you. Then Fabio Vieira, his first Premier League debut, full Premier League debut, scoring a goal. But one thing I saw about this guy, he never put a foot wrong. He never put a foot wrong, and you are going to see the reason as to why this guy was brought to Arsenal. It's because of what he does in the final third. When I throw these stats onto your screen, you're really going to know why this guy is really magnificent. I told people that today, that game of Arsenal, I really expected Gabriel Jesus to score and maybe Fabio Vieira, because I know if he is in more advanced areas of the pitch, that snapshot that he gets on his left foot doesn't really require a lot of energy, because he has a technique of how he hits that ball and it goes in the back of the net. He's really good. He has a snapshot on him. He has a curling shot on him. So today it was a curling shot that really deflected off the post into the back of the net for a side which goes by names of Brentford, and he made it 3. And that goal was crucial. People don't know how crucial that goal was. I explained to the people that watched my match reaction why this goal was really important for a team which goes by names of Arsenal, because 2 goals down the road, Brentford were really expectant that we can go ahead and really score in 1 goal, and after scoring it, we'll go ahead and really look for second one. But this one really sent all their hopes they had to get back into this game in the limbo. That goal of Fabio Vieira. Now, let's see. Fabio Vieira's game by numbers, 85% Passing accuracy, I think he had the highest passing accuracy in Arsenal players, isn't it? Because Xhaka and Saliba had 82, not so. 52 touches by Saliba, 16 out of 21 final third passes completed. Guys, this red, because the most compact area is the final third of the opponent. And if at all someone can put in 16 out of 21 final third passes completed, guys, that performance is really immense. Is really immense. That's why I told you that I never even remember when he really put those 5 passes wrong. I don't even remember. 6 ball recoveries. This is something that Mikel Arteta went ahead to go ahead and hail about this guy, that even when they lost the ball, he had to go ahead and really fight. He saw him put up a fight, however weak and thin this guy looks, but he put in a fight, and that's what Mikel Arteta loved about him most. 1 key pass, 1 shot on target, and 1 goal. Sorry about that. That is Fabio Vieira. Impressive way to score your first goal, your first Arsenal goal. That's it. And statement Dev again onto this. So that is a man who goes by the names of Fabio Vieira, and obviously I'm giving him 7 out of 10. Alright, 8. Let me give him 8. Scoring on his debut, he deserves an 8 out of 10. So how much are you giving this guy on the scale of 10? That is a man who goes by the names of Fabio Vieira. The only player left is Gabriel Jesus. Not so. Gabriel Jesus really played very well, and I believe, to me, the engine, the work alcoholism in him really makes me ask myself, why did Pep Guardiola really have to let a player like this go? This guy is out of this world. Leading the line, scoring his 4th goal in that Arsenal shirt in competitive games. Great goal for a man who goes by the name of Gabriel Jesus and really played very well. And obviously, I'm going to give you his rating after flashing his stats onto your screen. So 100% dribbles completed, great for a forward. 92% passing accuracy, 58 touches, 3 shots on target, 1 goal. Guys, this guy is really clinical. And I said that if Arsenal were really as creative as Man City, this guy would have been in the same levels with Haaland. You get? Today, Arsenal got him 1 chance. He really scored it. He created like 2 chances for himself, but the goalkeeper really saved them. But obviously, he's one of those that will always come in here and really yearn for every time you really want a goal for Arsenal. So guys, those have been my player ratings, and in a snippet, let me really go ahead and really get you a recap of this, the synopsis of my player ratings. Ramsdale 6 out of 10, Ben White 7 out of 10, Kian Tierney 6 out of 10, Gabriel Magalhaes 7 out of 10, Saliba 9 out of 10, Thomas Partey 8 out of 10, Xhaka 8 out of 10, Gabriel Jesus, I've given him an 8 out of 10, Fabio Vieira 8 out of 10, Martinelli 6 out of 10, Bukayo Saka 7 out of 10, and obviously who else? Ben White a 7 out of 10. So those were my player ratings, and obviously who happens to be my man of the match? Obviously William Saliba. Saliba is my man of the match for this game against Brentford, and obviously the other person I'm going to rate is Mikel Arteta. I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. He really got everything right in this game. You get? He out-calculated Thomas Frank. If you read the quotes of Thomas Frank after this game, I've seen even some Arsenal fans will call him that he's a gooner. But he's not. He's saying facts, because Arsenal outplayed them off the park. The fortress of Brentford was not the same as it were last season when they're opening up the Premier League game against Arsenal, and they beat Arsenal by 2-0. This time round, Arsenal was more ready to go ahead and really beat them, and obviously that's the result that really Arsenal went ahead to get. A win against Brentford, well-deserved win. Arsenal on top of the table, Tell me what your player ratings are for each and every player. Catch you tomorrow. Last video of the day. Rokan David is my name. Rokani Media Football happens to be the YouTube channel you guys are really watching us on. And obviously, subscribe to this channel such that we hit 7,000 subscribers on this channel. And obviously, I hand you over to the Lord who really created you, and I cover you all in the blood of Jesus Christ. Guys, why not say good night? Is there anything I've not talked about? I think I've dissected the game. Tomorrow I'm coming back with 6 or 7 things we learned from Brentford 0, Arsenal 3, and I'm going to hint about that side of a team which goes by the names of Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta, talking about Arsenal being into the title race. That's what he said, that the table will really go ahead and really justify the end of the Premier League. I'm out. Ciao, ciao.